Those who are joining us online, welcome. To those that are in person, thank you for joining us this evening. I apologize for the tardiness. I couldn't get in the door. My problem, not yours. So today is Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. It is now 6:09. We want to call to order the special meeting of the South Euclid-Lyndhurst Board of Education, our work session. May we get a roll call, Mr. Hill?
Ms. Falkenberg?
Here.
Mrs. Jones?
Here.
Mrs. King?
Here.
Ms. Lee?
Here.
Mrs. Shelby?
Here.
We can go right into item 2.1, the minutes of the regular meeting of June 24th, 2025. The minutes of the regular meeting of June 24, 2025 will be approved as recorded or corrected. Furthermore, the reading of these minutes will be waived. May we get a motion to approve item 2.1?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Lee, and who was that second? Crystal?
Yeah.
Ms. Shelby. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, may we get a roll call, Mr. Hill?
Ms. Lee?
Aye.
Mrs. Shelby?
Aye.
Ms. Falkenberg?
Aye.
Mrs. Jones?
Aye.
Mrs. King?
Aye.
Item 3, discussion items. 3.1, legislative update. I'm sure we have one.
Just a quick update. We, as everyone knows, the governor did go through and line item veto, saving a lot of the things we were very concerned about. But the update that I have is a little more disheartening of the fact that the House and the Senate both on back-to-back days plan on July 21st and July 22nd to vote on overriding 3 of his vetoes. The 3 that he is looking to, or they're looking to override, and they do need 3/5 in order to pass it. Item 55, which is the one that authorizes each budget commission to reduce property tax rates. Item 65 includes emergency levies, substitute levies, incremental growth levies, conversation levies, and combined income tax and property tax levies in the calculation of the 20 mil floor. And item 66, which would eliminate replacement levies, fix some emergency levies, substitute levies, renewal with an increased levies, and combined income tax and fix some property tax levies. And if both of them pass it and override the vetoes, they would take effect 90 days after the Senate's vote. That's where we currently stand, unfortunately. And we kind of knew this. I had said, yeah, that we won the battle, but the long-term fight is not over. It's just the beginning.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Like I said, not a ton, but
I don't know who's worse, yours or Catherine's reports. Thank you for that, Mr. Hill, and we'll just keep trudging forward, won't we?
yes.
Got to.
We can go, how did number 4 get? Item 3.2, I wanted to put this under discussion items. I won't elaborate and be too long because I still have next week to do so, but I want to take a moment and I'm going to look into the camera and look at my people when I say this. First, I want to say that I want to give the biggest heartfelt thanks that anybody can ever imagine to my communities. I say communities because both of these communities are mine, even though I live in South Euclid. December will be 16 years that I have served on the school board. I have loved every moment of it. The good, the bad, the ups, the downs, the success stories, the failures, the fires, the hires. I've enjoyed it. When I moved into this community in 2004, I had no clue that this would be, thank you, the direction of my run here. I just came in being a wife, a mom, a parent that didn't know how to raise children. But I knew when I moved into this community, I wanted my kids to have a decent environment, go to a good school, make some good friends, and make some memories I didn't know that I'd be walking right alongside my kids making some of the same memories. My oldest boy is 29. When I moved into this community, he was in 4th grade at Southland, RIP. The middle one was 3 years behind him, and the baby was still in toddler stages. They are now 29, 25, and 22. I have 2 amazing brush graduates. Shiloh started it out with the crew. Jamel rounded it out with the crew. He's the baby, came out from kindergarten through 12th grade. Brian was my rebel. You love the middle child. They tell you what they will do and what they won't do. And I struggled tremendously when my son told me he didn't want to go to Brush High School. He said he just wanted to be an individual. He was sick of being the school board lady's son. He was sick of being Shiloh's little brother. He wanted to go somewhere where people didn't recognize who he was whenever he wanted to be like Brian. And he chose to go to Benedictine. That was a decision that I never held, I never hid. I stood proudly when Benedictine played Brush High School. I started out with a hoodie that said Benedictine, and by the end of the night, my t-shirt said Brush. That was our life. He went through Benedictine High School, but he never lost his roots. He kept the same group of friends. He was even able to merge them. I raised my children with my husband, but South Euclid-Lyndhurst raised me, my husband, and my children. With that being said, just like my kids have been successful, my life has been successful. I tell people all the time, they say, how's your family? I say, we have been blessed. We have been blessed with 3 little brown boys that have given me no trouble. Not doing your chores is not trouble. We have been blessed. South Euclid-Lyndhurst schools have blessed us. But at this point, the rubber has met the road. I'm an empty nester, learning how to love my husband without kids in the house so nobody competes for my attention. And my job, I work in a local community of a courthouse, and it has been amazing, the 20 years that I've done in my job, and I have been blessed with some opportunities that I cannot afford to mess up on. The opportunities that I've been granted have caused me to have to be away from my city and my home and my board work quite a bit coming up in the next few months. For those of you that know me, 16 years, you can probably count on one hand how many meetings I have missed. Even when I got sat down with that hernia those years ago, everybody looked at me crazy when I walked in that room. I sat at that table and they couldn't even ask for a doctor's note because they weren't my full-time employer. So I don't miss meetings. And when I get to the point to where the quality of my character can be targeted or my ability to give everything that I have, because I shortchange nothing, I will take the walk to bow out to the left. So tonight I want to say thank you for everything that you all have done to me, for me, and the love that you have showed me in this community. Even those who I cannot find their identity just yet have harassed me, antagonized me online, called me names, told me I didn't look appropriate, questioned me for wearing a sweatshirt that if they would have put on their grandfather glasses and looked at it, it said Mom of a Marine. My brush graduate is an active duty Marine Corps Marine. Graduated from Brush High School, took his AP classes, and went to the Corps 2 months after graduation. I come in here with a hoodie because I honor my son. My son is in Japan, I'm his mother. It doesn't matter how many 3,000 children I advocate for, I will always advocate for mine first. And at this point in my life, I'm going to advocate for me. So effective next Tuesday, July 22nd, will be my last day here at South Euclid-Lyndhurst Schools in the capacity of a board member. I want to say continue to support your community. I need to make it clear. If you need to press pause and press rewind, YouTube will be here until they go on strike like Skype. Listen to me. This community is a great place to be. It is a great place to educate children. It is a great place to grow up, make friends that become family. I have a lot of them. I support every action that this board and this administration does. I didn't say I agree with them. I say I support them. I do support and agree with this potential levy that is coming up. I do agree and support the decisions that we made and the people that we have hired to carry our kids forward. And I want you to know that my bow out is not because there is anything wrong. There's nothing that this administration has done to me, but I have to choose me. I have a lot on my shoulder and I have a lot more to do. And I have to do it wholeheartedly and with my whole heart and mind. So with that, I will say thank you all for trusting in me. There were days we sat at this table and we didn't know if we would speak in Giant Eagle. But we came back to the table after some text messages, some phone calls, some tears, some apologies, sometimes some yells, sometimes some silence. But for some reason, it always seemed to come back full circle to the reason why we sit here. I want the four of you to go forward with your head held high, with the confidence in your heart that you are doing what is right with children. And whoever joins your team, you make sure you let them know what the goal is of this board to serve these children in this community. Do not be afraid to use your voice. Stand up. Sometimes you are the outcast, but if that's what the vindictive is in your heart and that you believe it, then you do it. I thank you all for walking beside me and me walking beside you. It has been a pleasure. I'm sorry that I can't finish the year with you, but I'm just down the street on Liberty Road. You guys know how to get inside my house on the front porch. And I thank you. So with that, to my community, my constituents, my mayors, my council people, I say thank you, I appreciate you, and farewell. And we can go right into item 4, the Board of Education. 4.1, resolution in support of Governor DeWine's education-related line item vetoes to House Bill 96. I will not read this resolution, but may we get a motion to approve item 4.1?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Falkenberg and Ms. Lee. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, may we get a roll call? Mr. Hill?
Ms. Falkenberg,
Aye.
Ms. Lee,
Aye.
Mrs. Jones,
Aye.
Mrs. King,
Aye.
Mrs. Shelby.
Aye. We do have a need for executive session this evening for matters of personnel. We don't need your cabinet. They can be dismissed. May we get a motion to go into executive session at 6:22?
So moved.
We will not be taking any action while in executive session. We will come back, reconvene, and then close for the evening. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.